Okay, I'm putting my car for sale. I'm driving it home. It's a 1976 Trans Am 400 motor, beefed up, disc brakes all around. Anyway, I'm just taking a shot on the road. Paint's good, brand new paint. 8-track, special edition. So when I get home, I'll do some more pictures. Oh yeah, I forgot to punch it. I'm going about 40 now, I guess. Okay, here it is. I'll do a close-up of the paint. You can see my reflection. So it was just painted last year. New weather stripping. Everything. It's rebuilt from the ground up. Everything. Honeycomb rims. Got some stuff in the back I gotta take out, I guess. New tires. I think I said it before. It's got 4-wheel disc brakes now. It's got a 323 rear end. It's got I don't know, 300 horsepower, maybe more. Because I upgraded the engine. Engine's rebuilt, transmission's rebuilt, rear end's rebuilt, front end's rebuilt. T-top. I think I have another video of the engine compartment. I'll try to put them together, but here it is. Pretty rare car. I built it as a hobby, but I'm done with it, so I don't need it. I'm working on another car now. Okay, it's the old man. It's been freaking cold down, so I haven't been down in the shop, but I realize I got such a mess, I can't really think. I got to somehow straighten it all out. Yeah, this might sound really stupid, but just because you have a big shop doesn't mean you can stay organized. I mean, I got every shelf has stuff on it. The table's full. This is stuff I took up to the house to work on it. I don't know what to do with all this stuff. Those cabinets are full. The shelves back here are full. Over here is full. I guess this is like a lifetime of stuff. And then when I die, it's all gonna be sold for pennies on a dollar. Which I don't care. This table's full. This has got Trans Am parts that I don't know if I'm supposed to keep them or not. Stuff here, I got that. I got that car. That stuff's full. I gotta try to figure out how to organize this place. You don't want to throw anything out. I mean, that's how you feel. This has got air tools. I got to think about this. What do I do with this? This is basically all kind of like electrical test equipment that I never really had a place for it. But now I got to figure out a place for it. I need like one set of drawer of cabinets over there just for electrical. If not, I'm always searching. Well, I don't feel like just straightening up now until I can figure out a way to straighten up. But if you watch my last two videos, I think I figured this out. So anyway, these terminals are IASF. And I'll have to explain that later. And the key, I don't know if you can see it, is ignition, accessory, battery, and run on top. So now I need to put these three things together with the starter and the alternator. I don't know if I can explain it until I'm done. Oh, and I also marked these cables with a label maker, because once I stick it through there, I won't be able to see the back of this. So I'll be able to see the wires. Oh, and by the way, I bought this key switch off of Amazon. I don't know if I said this before. Don't buy one of these. You see this mark I have on here? That felt pin mark? This silver part and this plastic part are two different pieces, and they got these little metal flanges. You can barely see an imprint right there. Well, this thing will actually turn, and then it's clocked wrong. So I know that's clocked right, and I taped it up to hold it together. It's good enough for temporary, but anyway, if you buy one of these, you can tell, because when you take this black piece off, there's a little notch on the black and there's a little notch on the silver, just barely. That's what clocks it. And then when you put this on, this thing right here, you set that for the depth of this, if that makes sense. If you wind that down too far, then this will stick up too far. Yeah, I've been away from this gas can for a while. But I put it over here because you can't tell, but that's sloped downhill. Hear that air? I'm thinking about just drilling a hole through here. Or somehow, I guess in the newer cars they have sealed systems. I mean, I don't know how it works. Some of that pressure has to get out of there. I mean, where's it coming from? This hasn't been shaken. The only thing that's changing is the temperature. Okay, this gas cap. I just drill a hole through the top of it. Let the pressure, I don't know where the pressure's coming from. You can see the fuel on it. Just move it over here. And we'll see if it leaks now. It's going to leave it overnight again. Anyway, it should vent now. That problem should go away. Yeah, I think I understand how to hook all this up now. I also marked these connections. I put an idiot light in too, like it's in the car. Again, in the future, I'm not going to need any of this stuff. I'm just curious. So again, this is grounded to the plate. This is grounded to the plate. The key switch doesn't need to be grounded. The bulb will have to ground to the plate or to the stud. These are the 4 wires coming out of the key. I marked those. If I didn't already show that, I can't remember. Ignition, run, battery, and accessories. So now I'm just going to hook it up, and then again the cable from the positive cable from the starter goes to here, and then from here it goes to this, from the battery to the relay, from the relay to the starter. And again, this is only about making the alternator work. In this case, we're using the alternator. But eventually, again, this is a alternator that needs a regulator. I have one over there, a GM, that has an internal regulator. But I'm just curious about this. So that's one of my holdups on the engine. So I found this picture online somewhere. But the way I understand this, the S on the alternator, if you have an alternator like this, the starter goes to the starter, the field goes to the field, and the battery goes to the A. Let's start at the battery, goes up, one connection goes to there, that's the hot lead. One goes to here. One goes through the idiot light to the switch. So the idiot light can't go on until you turn the key on. But it looks like from this picture that is always going to be hot. Right there. Again, I'm not smart enough to understand how the inside of an alternator work. I know there's two moving parts, which creates the electronic field. What I'm not sure about is what is exciting the field. In other words, it won't work unless there's some kind of electricity to magnify. Yeah, another thing is I want to build a place to put all these electrical pieces that I have them all over the place. So I could rearrange this thing. That stuff in the bottom was left over when I bought the house. Something to do with the fence we have around the property. I think they used to have a horse here. Or I could put it right here. I never use this thing. Of course, then it'll only be a foot deep, but maybe that's all I need. Anyway, I gotta get organized. Well, I got the car back. I took the car in because, again, this is the Trans Am. Darn camera. I took the car in because the fenders were kind of, I don't know what you'd call it, but they weren't painted right. But it's back. It's right now again. But now it's right in my way. I'm gonna move this stuff over there and build a shelf right here. I don't know. I just know I need something. I just can't work. I can't think clearly. I can't put stuff away. It's just driving me crazy. Like I bought some 10 gauge wire. I cannot find it. I'm wondering, did I forget it? Did I leave it at the store? Or did I set it somewhere? I just cannot find it. I gotta get organized. Okay, I move that stuff over to there. Move that tumbler over to here. I don't like to put anything on the ground in case it ever floods, which it probably never will. Because I'm up off the ground. But if I want to wash the car out or something, so let me just think about this. What do I want to do? I guess I don't want to make it any deeper than that. I should cut these down last year or 2 years ago so I can walk through here. So that deep, this wide. And now the question is, what is the easiest way to build that? I think I want the shells like 12 inches deep, tall in between each other. But I don't want them all the way to the ground, like I say. I probably have like 4 shells. I don't want to build them like that. I need to get material thick enough to span it. Maybe just plywood on both sides, a top, and enough for shells in the middle, and a back. I think I want a back. The other thing, that's the south wall. That wall gets freaking hot. I really should put some insulation in there. I mean, I should insulate this whole wall. I just haven't felt like doing it. Really, this is the only wall that needs it, and maybe that one over there. But once I put this up, I'll never be able to get back in there. So I was drawing this up, trying to figure out what material. I just remembered I got some plywood, some OSB up there. Yeah, I took 2 pieces of plywood that I found upstairs and I just made this. So here's the scrap. I had to divide it all up and make it all work with what I had. Then I got 2 doors because I don't want this electrical stuff. So I'm going to put some instruments in here. OSB is the worst possible wood you can use for something like this. But that's what I had. So I reinforced the bottom. So in other words, there's a weight pushing down. That's the top. A block, 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 and then this is for doors. Starting to get solid. I might put little strips here again, because this wood is junk. Don't ever, personally, I would never use this stuff, but I mean inside or even on a roof. Unless you get it covered immediately. If you get water on this, it's like a sponge. Okay, so again, that's the top. I put a support on each end. And since at the bottom, I put one on the inside here, that way. Again, this is the worst wood you could possibly use for shelves. But everything is scrap, meaning I already had it. Yeah, like I said, I wanted to put doors on here. So again, all this is out of 2 sheets. There's the other door. I just put a block in here and a block here because I only have 4 hinges left over from remodeling the house. Maybe go something like that. Okay, I got the hinges on, but for some reason, this door overlaps that door, so I'm just going to cut it right in place. Just going to cut through both panels. I think it's either a little out of square, but I don't know if I can fix that now. Anyway, that's what I'm going to do. So I cut through both. I might have to cut it again once I hang it, but for now that's good enough. Also, these screws are long. I mean, I put a block underneath there for these hinges, but all I do is back these screws out, flip it over, tighten them, cut it off with the grinder. Okay, so here's how much scrap I got. And I used some other 2x4 to cut some strengthening pieces inside. But I already had that over there in that pile that I've been trying to get rid of for 6 years. So now I'm going to take the doors off, just take the pins out, drag this over there, and somehow hang it up. And maybe go get some insulation. I think I might have a piece. I was going to use that for something else, but I got it. Oh yeah, whenever you do something like this, just mark your, so I got a 2 here, a 2 here, a 1 here, a 1 here, so I don't get them mixed up. I don't think I will, but I don't even want to worry about it. And now the question, how high do I want to put it? Let me think about that. Yeah, it's kind of heavy and awkward, but I think my eye height, I'm gonna walk straight across. My eyes are right about here. So I think it's probably gonna go up to here. I'm thinking about how to hang it. I mean, how to hang it up temporarily so I can hold it up. I think I need to nail a 2x4 to that, and then put it on top. Okay, I got a problem. This thing is 4 feet, but these slats are more than 4 feet. So I can't really put it where I want to put it. So I think I'm gonna run a 2x4 like this and like that. Like right here and right there. I'm just looking at this. And I also figured out I can slide the insulation in later. So see if I got any wood. See if I got enough wood left. I need 2 4-footers. I didn't have anything long enough, so I just put 2 pieces together. 2 pieces together. That's the height I want. I'm gonna try to set the box on top of that. I mean, here's the problem. It's either gonna stay or it's not. And if it's not, I don't want to lift it twice. So let me think of a way to rig it up. I could just put a screw in there, but if I don't like the height, I gotta pull it out. So let me think about this. How do I do this? Yeah, I'm getting old. I mean, everybody knows that. Man, I used to be able to do this no problem. Bench is in my way. I gotta make sure when I go up high enough. Just about to here. Whew. Okay, I can see the top shelf. I can see on all the shelves. That's what I wanted. Another question is, how do I secure it? I didn't think about that. Usually if you got good wood, you can just screw it right in. But this wood's junk. lights up. Found one latch in my whole shop. And this whiteboard that I got. Still got some play, I'm not sure. Maybe I can fix that by putting a dent in it.